Hey guys, Delt here. Welcome back to our Marvel Rivals A to Z. Today we're going to be playing Black Panther. It's the second character in the roster. And once again, like before, I don't main majority of these characters. So if you have any other information to add in, please feel free to write it down in the comments below. Black Panther is a character who has a pretty high skill cap, and I haven't spent the most time on him. So if you have some more information to add in, please just feel free to do so. All right, let's get right into it. Black Panther's passive lets him run on walls. After he does so, he's allowed to double jump. I don't think you can double jump without running on a wall first, which is a little awkward, but yeah, that's how it works. Your right click is a spear. Whenever you hit somebody with the spear, you see that little mark above someone. That means that if you shift dash through them, you get your shift back. And something you probably noticed me doing right there is you can control how far you shift dashes. So you need to go far distance, you're gonna look up. You wanna go short distance, you look down, and it shortens how far you actually dash. That's really important to know, because if you're right on top of somebody, you don't wanna like dash all the way through them. Instead, you just want to do a little dash right there like that. And that'll help a lot because it's sort of just like radius based. For example, like I didn't really go through him, but I was able to just do what I wanted to do anyway. All right, something else that you probably also notice with Black Panther is just like your right click marks, your E does as well, which means you get another dash back. And I think the best part about knowing that your E is a reset is mostly just for big groups of people rather than just like a single target in general, because that is a really long animation, so just be a little bit careful of that. All right, so when it comes to combos real quick, you pretty much have three that could be one-shots with Black Panther. This is the longest one. It's right click, shift, E. Your E takes forever to finally go off, and then you shift again. One that's slightly faster, still not the fastest, is right click shift, right click shift. Luna Snow has 275 health, so you just have to keep that in mind when doing it. So like you might need to just do another auto real quick in between. If this were a cloak and dagger, right click shift will kill. Again, Luna Snow just has 275 health. So that's the difference between those two combos. And if that is going to work to get a kill, there is one way to actually get it all faster. Right click, shift, shift. That is your fastest Black Panther combo for taking down enemies with 250 health. All right, so one thing to be careful of with this combo is that you're not gonna have your shift after you get the kill, unless you have your ultimate. So make sure that your second shift is in a direction where you're going to be getting out of the fight. Like the fight's happening in front of this cloak and dagger, for example, and we're just trying to go in and quickly get a support ult or a support kill. We just do that and we're getting out. We don't want to be there anymore. We want to make sure that we're using our cooldowns effectively. And if we're doing it that way, that is the fastest way to get a kill. But once again, like if you do like that, it's just as fast and you still have your shift if you need it without having to use your ultimate. Another thing that I've seen people do, I don't necessarily know if it's the best because it is a little slow too, is you just spear, shift, you go for your ult, and then you can start fighting someone else. The last thing that we really need to talk about with Black Panther is his ultimate. It's fine, it does damage. So if we could see it right here, it does pretty good damage and it marks the enemies. So that's pretty important to note too. But there's actually one more thing that this does. All right, so the other thing that our ultimate does is it gives our shift cooldown back. So you could like right click shift, E, shift. I missed it, but it's okay because we're just gonna tremble for vast, do that, and we can just keep going if I had my other cooldowns. It makes you feel like you're doing this giant combo, but in all reality, you just need to either right click before you shift or E before you shift. Other than that, you're not really doing anything. And you could just kind of keep playing the video game however you want to, as long as you hit one of those before the other. Something else is you could cancel your right click with your shift if you are in the air. Yeah, like that right there. So you're just gonna like want to like jump up into the air and then right click and shift immediately as soon as it leaves your hand. So it's just like a little, as soon as the spear hits, you're also hitting type of thing. That's pretty much it when it comes to this character that I can think of. The only other thing to mention is that if possible, don't hit both enemies that you mark. Like for example here, I could shift right through, but now both marks are gone. Instead, it could be more beneficial at times to do that. So you're only hitting one at a time. So that way you just get more dashes and you can keep being annoying. Yeah, so that's all I really got for how you play the character. I think instead of talking about how he really works in the meta, because he's honestly a very strong character. People call him the tickle monster, but he does a lot of damage if he's just left unchecked. So instead, we're just going to talk about his counters. Namor. If you see a Namor on the enemy team, you probably shouldn't play Black Panther. All he has to do is put his little octopuses on the ground and then splash damage you. And you'll start getting hit, and he doesn't even have to aim anything else. You'll probably just die. If you think you're going to kill him, he puts these down and does what I just said, and then he just shifts into the air, and you can't kill him. You'll eventually end up dying. I personally, when I play DPS, like to counter him with Scarlet Witch. You just put your E on the ground, and then as he dives into you, he gets stuck in it, and as soon as he gets stunned, you just like kill him. Thor is another really great example. Honestly, most of the tanks in the game are a pretty good example of characters you can kill him with. But Thor is great because whenever you just sort of play in the back line with your team, and whenever he tries to dash onto people, you just beat him up. You just counter dash, push him away from your supports, and beat him up. And lastly, Penny Parker is another great example of anti-dive because you just put this down near your supports and then just put mines all over the place. The mines don't really do as much, but this spider web will destroy him. The way that the mines actually do a lot is if you right click and stun him. If you don't know what that looks like, you just right click stun and then you drop your bombs. Or in other words, or you drop your bombs and then stun if you actually hit it on trash, so that he takes a ton of damage. And if he's within your like little spider strands trying to kill the sports, he's just gonna die. Any other big counters? Hulk could, kind of. Punisher with a shotgun could as well. Other than that, like most people have to aim pretty hard to deal with him, and it's a little difficult to do with him dashing all over the place. Manus's sleep and Luna's freeze, basically any crowd control that's relatively easy to hit. So Manus is a little bit easier to deal with him. Luna can deal with him, it's just a little bit harder to land the right click. Yeah, so if you don't have any of those in your game and you pick Black Panther, you're basically set. If you have any of those characters, it doesn't mean that he's not playable. It just means you need to play around like a Thor trying to protect his supports, or you can't go into the spider mines because you're genuinely just gonna die. Or Namor is honestly probably the biggest, like you just can't play the character if the Namor is good. If the Namor doesn't know what he's doing, then you're probably fine. Yep, so let's just get into some gameplay and see how it goes. Again, this is not my main character by any stretch, so I'm probably gonna be messing up. Like I just missed my shift right there. All right, now that we're getting into the gameplay, something I actually realized that I forgot to talk about is the team up. If you have magic on your team, you actually get a little like reset. So you go back like 5 or 6 seconds, just like you're playing Echo in League of Legends. And it honestly is a nice little safety thing. Just for example, real quick, like you just kind of dash and then you get this little like come back. The more health you're missing, the more health you actually get, and oh my goodness, we have no supports. And now we have no tank. This is gonna go well. Alright, so if we lose, it's fine. Can't really do much with this. Everyone's already dead. Sick. She's dead. That's cool. My shift didn't go off there, and I didn't like that. We haven't even moved the cart yet. This is, something here. I messed up my shift. Oh well. Ouchie.
Psylocke, no. I had your back, homie. Why'd you go into the man? Why'd you go into the man?
Oops, I missed. I'm selling really hard. I don't think I can do anything inside the cloak ult, so I just kind of need to wait for it to end. Or our team can just kill them. That works too. Oops. I've done a solid 1700 damage right now. My goodness.
Hell, don't have heals. I'm coming back.
I did everything I could there, and it was absolutely useless. He didn't die? Oh my goodness. Get me out. Bum-ba-dum. Right. He knocked back me. I can't talk. He knocked me back out of my shift somehow. Rip. It's so hard for me to like talk and play this character at the same time for some reason. Lower my accuracy so it looks even worse.
You are not the real Usopp, bro. I would say I'm the real mustard, but man, I don't even want to be. I don't even want to be.
Ouchie. Ouchie. Oh. Oops. Yeah, that did not work out the way I wanted it to. Oops. Get me out. I should have just used the thing. Oops.
Against the world.
Cloak and dagger ulted, so I can't do anything there. I thought that was their Khonshu. Get me out. I don't know where a health pack is here. I'm gonna die here, huh? Guess not. Now I die here? I just live with 20 health, got it.
This is your big chance.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I never liked you.
Help, friends.
What am I what is happening? Alright, get me out.
Do not fear, little
I just big trolled that.
Hey, that's my trick.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Fast! Guide my spear!
The moon!
Know your limit! Tremble before power!
I was wondering if that would kill, maybe, if I hit you into ult. Which is why I did that there. It was not anywhere close.
We are only given so many chances.
I don't think it would have. I was hitting my team up there and it wasn't working. Because I jumped on the wall, I guess. My bad. Maybe I distracted their supports for long enough to where it didn't matter?
The final 10 seconds.
Because we have ownership of the cart right now, which is crazy. I missed. Oh well. Wait, we just won that?
Epic victory.
That's crazy. I'm doing another game.
Enemies beware.
I joined midway through a game. Alright.
Let's get Spider Zero version.
Just trying to deal damage and hope that I can get some support going, but it's not seeming like it, and she just got healed to full. Cool. Pick out a Moon Knight there. Or I missed my, that's not good. I messed up my shift there.
We really could have used a mind like yours, Bruce. Watch your back.
Victory belongs to Wakanda.
Only 60 seconds left.
Tremble before power! Feel the power.
Double kill.
I'm doing my best here. I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's my best. He didn't die there. Can I just not hit her?
Final 10 seconds.
I just can't hit her. All right.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Yeah.
I require some aid.
That one hurts.
Hey, look, that's the sport down.
I took that sniper.
Back it on up. Back it on up. Back it on up. Back it on up. Oh, I'm so dead now. Haha, I'm alive. Oops. I missed my shift. Oh no, I died and they're pushing now. Oh no. Help!
Watch your tail.
Shield time. Sorry. No.
You have brought shame upon yourself.
You stopped them in their tracks.
Really not doing much damage, but I am getting kills, so take it.
Shu has his eye on you.
My strength is renewed.
I like the cold.
Bum pa dum bum. Bum pa dum bum bum. Ouchie, ouchie.
Tremble before Bath.
Armed and dangerous.
Get me out.
There's still a chance to stop them.
I missed my shift, dude.
I'm hurt. I suck. You stop them in their tracks. You do. What have we here?
Back to the beginning. My strength is renewed.
Down to 30 seconds. Watch me fall. You stop them in their tracks.
I am sorry, my
Got her.
I wish I could do what you. I like the cold. Behind you.
Ouchie. Oh well.